Media personality Scott Disick met future ex-wife Kourtney Kardashian back in 2006 at a party in Mexico. Just a year later, the television series Keeping Up with the Kardashians would debut, and everyone would be stuck to their screens watching their life. Scott became a part of the show, well known for his crazy antics, especially during the earlier seasons. The couple were on and off over the course of the series due to scandals like texts from another girl on his phone, but Kourtney eventually ended up becoming pregnant when they reconciled. They had 3 total children together before they split in 2015, and Disick checked himself into rehab to deal with his substance issues, the two beginning their co-parenting journey. Well, this weekend Scott did not have the kids, which was probably for the best as he got into a frightening car accident, wrecking his Lamborghini. The accident took place on Sunday in Calabasas, authorities reporting that he had been alone in the car when he got into the accident and had managed to roll it. Photos that were later released seemed to show more detail about what had happened in the incident. It appears that he had managed to hit a large stone mailbox which had caused his Lamborghini to flip over, both the mailbox and the car not appearing to survive the incident. Fortunately, it appears that Scott managed to make it out with only minor injuries and no other cars were involved. The reasoning for the flip was apparently credited to the speed at which Scott was driving, though we don't really have any other details about how it happened. He apparently only had a minor cut on his head and refused medical attention and did not receive any citations for the incident. Before the wreck, he seemed to have a pretty busy weekend, likely taking advantage of the fact that the kids were spending their time with Kourtney. He was seen at the Nobu restaurant with a mystery woman and then had dinner at another restaurant with Rod Stewart's daughter Kimberly. Both Scott and Kourtney have had various other relationships since they separated, and Kourtney was just recently married to Travis Barker, a relationship that Scott is apparently not very happy about. Back to the car situation, it was said in the police report that Scott did not appear to be under the influence. With his history, it may come to mind for many that he was potentially partying a little too hard when he was driving, but this was apparently not the case. However, Scott has been arrested for driving under the influence in the past. Scott's party boy attitude didn't just start when he started appearing on television alongside the Kardashians. He had a long streak of drinking and wild nights out. So wild in fact that when he was just 18 years old, he crashed his car in New York after a night where he had been heavily drinking, being arrested and receiving a DUI. So with a history of struggles with alcohol and driving under the influence, it's reasonable for people to believe that this may have been a factor in his most recent collision with a mailbox. It also seems that his actions may have rubbed off on the Kardashian family, as in 2007, Khloe Kardashian received a DUI as well. She was arrested in Los Angeles and sentenced to community service and taking a class about alcohol and responsibility, which she skipped, landing her a sentence of 30 days in jail, though she only actually served 3 hours. People on social media noted their opinion on the situation, and while many sent messages of support hoping that Scott was okay and saying they were glad the children weren't with him, others shared their suspicions. Tweets included things like, "Was he drunk?" and "Drunks know how to appear sober." Reports continue to say that he was not under the influence, but you never know what might come out in the future. That's all I have for you for now. I've been your host Woody. Join us next time for more.